Imagine this, you're pouring your heart out to someone you care about, sharing your fears, your dreams, your true self, and they barely notice. They don't listen, they don't respond, they don't even acknowledge your presence. That feeling, like a quiet sting, is telling you something. Most people are afraid of being vulnerable, but you can sense the truth. And the truth is not everyone in your life values you the way you deserve. We spend so much time giving, hoping, waiting, and bending ourselves for people who don't reciprocate. And here's the harsh reality. People show you who they are long before words are said. Their actions, or lack of them, speak louder than anything they claim. Ignoring it won't change it. Pretending it's not happening won't protect your heart. But here's the empowering part. Once you recognize these signs, you reclaim your power. You stop allowing energy vampires to drain you. You stop seeking validation where it will never come. And you start creating space for the people who truly see you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down 8 unmistakable ways people show they don't care, so you can stop wasting your heart and start protecting your worth. These are the subtle, painful, and sometimes hidden behaviors that reveal the truth. And once you see them clearly, everything changes. Ready to spot the truth? Let's dive into the first sign. The first and most painful sign someone doesn't care, they don't truly listen. Not just occasional distraction. This is the kind of ignoring that chips away at your soul. You speak hoping to be heard, hoping to be understood, but their eyes wander, their mind drifts, or worse, they give a half-hearted nod without really absorbing a word you say. Listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about presence. When someone really cares, they lean in, they make space for your story, they reflect your emotions back to you, they show that your thoughts and feelings matter. But when they don't care, listening becomes a burden to them. Conversations feel like a chore, a checkbox to mark off, rather than a connection to nurture. And it's not subtle, it's painful. You can feel the emptiness in their attention, the cold distance in their gaze. You start to question yourself, am I overreacting? Am I too sensitive? The truth is, you're not. Your feelings are valid. The problem isn't with you, it's with them. Recognizing this sign is liberating. It's the first step toward protecting your heart. When someone refuses to listen, they're showing you without words that your voice, your presence, your very essence doesn't matter to them. And you deserve better. Next, we're going to explore another sign, one that's subtle but devastating, that will open your eyes to how people silently tell you they don't care. Here's the second sign that cuts deeper than most people realize. They only reach out when they need something. Think about it. Do they call or message you to check in, to share a laugh, or just to spend time with you? Or do they only appear when they want help, a favor, or some convenience from your life? People who truly care make an effort to be present, even when there's nothing to gain. They show up in your ordinary days, not just your emergencies, but those who don't care. Their attention is transactional. Their presence is conditional. They measure your worth by how useful you are to them, not by the value of your heart, your time, or your companionship. It's exhausting to be someone's emotional ATM, constantly giving while receiving little or nothing in return. And here's the kicker. You begin to feel guilty for wanting reciprocity. You start to rationalize their behavior. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they just forgot. But deep down, your intuition is screaming the truth. This is a pattern, not an accident. Recognizing this pattern is powerful. It allows you to stop bending over backward for people who won't bend toward you. You start to protect your energy, your time, your emotional well-being. And when you do, you create space for people who truly value your presence, people who don't only show up when it's convenient for them. Next, we'll uncover the third unmistakable sign, one that quietly erodes trust but speaks volumes. The third sign that someone doesn't care is painfully clear. They don't respect your boundaries. You've set limits, healthy, necessary lines that protect your heart, your time, and your energy, and yet they push, they guilt, they manipulate as if your boundaries are negotiable. Respecting boundaries isn't just about rules. It's about honoring the other person's worth. People who genuinely care understand this instinctively. They may ask questions, they may discuss, but ultimately they honor what you need. But those who don't care, they see boundaries as obstacles. Your feelings, secondary. Your needs, optional. This behavior isn't always loud or obvious. It creeps in quietly. A repeated request you've declined, a dismissive remark about your feelings, a disregard for your time or privacy. And every time it happens, a subtle but real message is sent your comfort, your limits, your heart. It doesn't matter to me. Recognizing this is liberating, even if it stings. It allows you to stop bending yourself to accommodate someone who won't honor you. You reclaim your agency, your self-respect, your voice. You start saying no without guilt, and yes only when it aligns with your own values and well-being. In the next section, we'll explore the fourth sign, the silent but damaging way people show you they don't care, one that affects your emotions in ways you might not even notice. The fourth sign is subtle but deeply hurtful. They don't celebrate your wins. Think about the moments when you accomplish something meaningful, a promotion, a personal victory, a step forward in life. Who's genuinely excited for you? Who cheers, who shares your joy, and who barely reacts, offering a lukewarm congratulations or nothing at all. People who care feel your joy as if it's their own. They're thrilled by your growth because they value you, not because it benefits them. But those who don't care, your achievements feel irrelevant to them. Your happiness doesn't make their life richer. In some cases, it might even trigger indifference or envy. It's exhausting to carry the weight of your excitement alone, to feel like your joy is always one-sided. You start questioning, am I exaggerating? Is my happiness too much? The truth is, your feelings are valid. You deserve people who celebrate you without hesitation, without calculation, without comparison. Recognizing this pattern is freeing. It allows you to stop seeking validation from people who can't give it. It lets you redirect your energy to those who uplift you, who truly appreciate your victories, big or small. Your life becomes lighter when you surround yourself with people who genuinely rejoice in your growth and triumphs. Next, we'll uncover the fifth unmistakable sign, one that quietly communicates disregard through actions more than words. The fifth sign is impossible to ignore. Once you truly see it, they rarely make time for you. Life is busy, yes, but the people who care find ways. They rearrange schedules. They prioritize your moments, even in small ways. But those who don't care, their time never aligns with yours. Calls go unanswered, messages are ignored, plans are postponed indefinitely. Time is one of the most precious gifts we can give someone. When someone refuses to make room in their life for you, it speaks volumes about how little they value your presence. It's not just about convenience, it's about choice. And when someone repeatedly chooses everything else over you, it's a clear, unspoken message. You're not important enough for my time. And here's the part that hurts the most. You start to rationalize it. Maybe they're stressed. Maybe they're busy. Maybe I'm asking too much. But deep down, you know the truth. You feel it in the hollow space where connection should be. Acknowledging this sign is empowering. It lets you stop waiting for someone who will never show up and start investing your time where it truly matters with people who genuinely make the effort to be present. You reclaim your energy, your heart, and your sense of worth. Next, we'll dive into the sixth sign, a quiet but powerful signal that someone doesn't care as much as they pretend to. The sixth sign is a quiet, corrosive one. They rarely apologize or admit when they're wrong. Everyone makes mistakes. That's human. But people who care take responsibility. They see the impact of their actions on you, and they step forward with humility, sincerity, and a desire to repair the harm. Those who don't care. They deflect, deny, or minimize their missteps. It's not a big deal, they say, or worse, they make you feel guilty for pointing it out. Their lack of accountability sends a powerful, unspoken message: your feelings are not important enough for me to acknowledge my mistakes. This behavior slowly erodes trust. It chips away at your confidence, leaving you constantly questioning reality and doubting your worth. You begin to apologize for things that aren't your fault, tiptoe around them to avoid conflict, and suppress your voice just to maintain peace. Recognizing this sign is transformative. Once you see it, you realize that accountability is a reflection of care. People who truly value you will own their actions, even when it's uncomfortable. They will honor your feelings, validate your perspective, and make amends when they hurt you. When someone consistently refuses to do this, it's a clear signal your heart doesn't matter enough to them for honesty, respect, or responsibility. Next, we'll explore the 7 sign, a subtle yet powerful way people show indifference through their words and tone. The 7 sign is subtle, yet devastating. Their words don't match their actions. They say they care, they promise, they make grand declarations, but their actions tell a completely different story. There's a gap between what they say and what they do, and that gap slowly becomes impossible to ignore. Caring isn't about eloquent words or flattering gestures, it's about consistency. When someone truly values you, their actions back up their promises. They show up, they follow through, they prove through behavior that you matter. But those who don't care, their words are often empty, their commitments hollow. They speak of loyalty, friendship, or love, yet time and again, they fail to act in ways that reflect those words. This contradiction is emotionally exhausting. You find yourself constantly questioning, do they really mean it? Am I imagining things? And the truth is, you're not imagining. The mismatch between words and deeds is a loud, clear signal that your heart, your trust, and your needs aren't a priority for them. Recognizing this is liberating. It allows you to stop investing in promises that will never be fulfilled. You start focusing on people whose actions speak as loudly as their words, people whose presence and integrity consistently align with the care they claim to feel. Next, we'll uncover the 8th and final sign, and I'll give you a powerful ending statement to close this message with impact. The 8th and final sign is one of the most telling. They are emotionally unavailable. They avoid deep conversations, shy away from vulnerability, and keep their hearts locked tight, even when you're reaching out. Their presence feels distant, cold, or detached, leaving you longing for connection that never fully comes. People who care are willing to be present in your emotional world. They feel alongside you, respond with empathy, and share their own hearts in return. But those who don't care, they shut down, they deflect, joke, or retreat when emotions arise. They avoid meaningful engagement because it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, or requires them to prioritize you. This kind of unavailability is painful because it keeps you in a state of uncertainty. You crave closeness, but the other person consistently maintains distance. You start to question your worth, wondering why you're not enough to break through their walls. The truth is, it's never about you. It's about their inability or unwillingness to care deeply. Recognizing this pattern is freeing. Once you see it clearly, you can stop chasing someone who will never show up emotionally. You can stop investing your heart where it's not wanted and start creating space for relationships that are reciprocal, nurturing, and fulfilling. Now that we've explored all 8 signs, it's time to bring this message home with a powerful closing. Now that we've walked through these 8 unmistakable signs, it's time to face a truth many of us avoid. Not everyone in your life deserves your energy, your love, or your heart. And that's okay. Recognizing who doesn't care isn't about bitterness. It's about clarity, self-respect, and liberation. Every time someone ignores your voice, refuses your boundaries, or fails to show up, they're quietly telling you who they are. And when you see it, you are free. Free to stop bending yourself to meet their expectations, free to stop hoping for something that will never come, and free to invest in people who genuinely value your presence, celebrate your victories, and honor your heart. You deserve relationships where care is mutual, where trust is consistent, and where actions align with words. You deserve people who choose to make time for you, who listen with intent, who are emotionally present, and who lift you up rather than drain you. So here's the choice: continue pouring into people who don't care, or reclaim your heart and invest it where it truly matters. The power is in your hands. Protect your worth, honor your feelings, and never forget, the people who are meant to stay in your life will show it every single day without you having to ask or chase. You are worthy of care, you are worthy of love, and most importantly, you are worthy of being seen and valued for exactly who you are.